guys, welcome to Emoji 5 and this is Vinola you're listening to. So after many videos in our Emoji 5 channel, this is Vinola sitting here virtually in front of you. And let me introduce myself first. So I'm Vinola and I'm running a YouTube channel. I'm just a beginner and its name is Emoji 5 which you're watching, and really thank you for watching. So it's gonna be a good comeback again, but I'm really wanted to say that after some days you will be having a break in this channel because of my studies. So before going on today's video, let me give you a situation. Okay, so you go to a vacation with your family and you play something like you run away. Like suddenly something strikes your eyes and you see what is that. It is a bone. You take that bone. It doesn't seem like a animal bone or either a human bone. So you take it to the forensic lab or an archaeological department, and they like really give you that respect, saying, "Man, you have done a great job. Be proud of yourself." What will be your reaction in that situation? Just go comment below in the comment section. So today's video is all about the Dragon Man. I know you have seen the thumbnail. So let's go to the real part of the story. Okay. I'm really surprised to say you this topic was started 1,46,000 years ago. A big, huge number of years ago, decades, centuries ago. It's 1,46,000 years ago. So the situation which I said you is the truth which happened 1,46,000 years ago. So a man, maybe a woman, a human saw the bone and they took it to the archaeological department. This all scenario was happening in China. That time, before 1,46,000 years ago, China was under supervision of Japanese. Like India was under the control of British, the China was under the control of Japanese. So Japan was the main source. Like if you want to if you want something to happen in your surrounding, Japanese should allow or give permission for that. So the man who found the bone 1,46,000 years ago took it to the Japanese archaeological department and said, "See, our land, China, has this precious." He knew that something was old, and when Japanese, what do you see that? Uh, Japanese scientists had a research on that. They found out that it was centuries back, like 1,46,000 years ago. It was a bone of 50-year-old person, but they even found out that it is not a bone of a human and it is not a bone of an animal. Japanese system was like, what is what does that bone mean like that? So like if they say the Chinese people, they would get power to fight against Japanese that time. So they suppressed the truth and didn't let Chinese know that. But because of few truthful people, Chinese got to know that, and like they said, no, we need our China back. You please go. It is our country. And then the truth was like buried away. So that part is finished. They didn't say anything to the Chinese, like they suppressed the truth by stealing the bone and throwing it away. Okay, now that year is gone and 1920 has come. 1920. The Japanese wanted to build a bridge in China upon Dragon River. They wanted to build a bridge upon a Dragon River which flows in China. So they won't come and build. Japanese won't build. They said Chinese to build under the supervision of Japanese. So when the Chinese started to dig on the river banks of the Dragon Dragon River, a man found a cranium part of bone. Cranium is a part of your skull. The upper skull is called as cranium. So when that man found, he didn't want to give it to the Japanese system again, because if he gives it to the Japanese system, they would do the same. They would suppress the truth, and like they would throw it again and say, you are under us, you have to be under us, your country is no way, it's like that. So he buried it. He buried the cranium skull in a well nearby the Dragon River. He buried it and didn't say anyone. And when 1920 was in end, it was like 1921 was to start, he was in his deathbed. The man who found the cranium part in the river bank of Dragon River was in his deathbed. So he wanted the truth to come out. So what he did was, he called his family members, maybe his son, daughter, whatever. He said, I have suppressed the truth myself. Go, please dig in there and give it to the Chinese department. By that, maybe China would got freedom from the Japan. So he said, go give it to Chinese archaeological department. So when their children or family member dug out, they found the same cranium. They gave it to the Chinese archaeological department, and they said, man, what have you done? You've done a great job. It is a proud moment for China. They said it is. They said the same thing. It is 1,46,000 years back old man, and it is not a man. It is not an animal. Then what is it? When the people asked what is it, they searched for many years, and they said it is. Now, the same thing again comes in a role. It is not a human. We are sure it is not a human skull, cranium, and we are sure it is not any animal's cranium. But what would it be? So, they said that it is a Homo longi. It is Homo longi or Homo longi, which is also called as the Dragon Man. Surprised? Dragon Man? I even when I got to know, I was like surprised. It was 23 centimeters. The cranium itself was 23 centimeters. So it's Homo longi. In the Japanese rule, they called it as Homo longi, and then with the China. So what happened was, they took that and they made a 3D illusion of that skull, and they said it is not something related to any species in the world. So after many years of research, a scientist came up with an idea. So, wait, let me say something. So, how did we come? How did our ancestors be? We all know that we have evolved from monkey to man, right? Monkey to man. But that isn't the real truth of this world. So, monkey cannot be transferred to man in just a second like this. So, monkey has to go upon evolutions and then become a human, right? So the evolution, the middle part of this evolution is Neanderthal. Neanderthal is something like monkey, Neanderthal, and human. Okay, monkey becomes like years. A monkey becomes a Neanderthal, and Neanderthals keeps on developing and becomes a human. So, features of the animals and characteristics of the humans mixed together is Neanderthal. Okay, they got a clear picture now. It is not a human, not an animal, so it is a Neanderthal. Neanderthal, so we can call it as Dragon Man. Okay, so they wanted to know it clearly. They wanted to prove that it is Chinese who China where people started to evolve and becoming a developed person. So many research, more than 13,000 results, and which failed, and more than 15,000 maybe research which was like pending in there. But they wanted to know what is the truth behind this cranium. Okay, so when other countries wanted Chinese to stop that research, they said, no, China is making a full of rumors about that. That is just a bone, that is not something precious. So Chinese proved it that it is 1,46,000 years back, and it is a Neanderthal with just 3 papers of submission. The 3 papers is enough for them to prove that it is 1,46,000 years long back man. So many people is like now 2021 this has come, and you could have seen in the BBC news many times this is going on in China, and the truth hasn't come out now. So like Homo sapiens, like we are Homo sapiens, right? The period between Homo sapiens to create is called the Neanderthal, which I said before. So Neanderthal is something, not a human, not an animal, but it is something suspicious and mysterious. Maybe in the future you can see it in history book like Dragon Man before 1,46,000 years. So maybe like the Chinese is trying still it is almost 20 to 21. So still they're trying to prove that China has been the most oldest, like where almost oldest people lived. Monkeys are found everywhere, but Neanderthal is not found everywhere. Neanderthal is almost oldest centuries back. Neanderthal was found. They wanted to prove Neanderthal was present in China for the first time. And as a universal truth, we all believe that Africa was the place where humans developed and started living. So some people say Asia, but the truth is Africa. So scientists are really proving that China has Neanderthals for the first and 1,46,000 years ago. My God. So maybe what is your opinion about this? Can go into the comment section just right below this video. So if you like this video, do like the like button, and maybe your friends can know about this to share. And for me, just a help, just you can go subscribe the red button over there, and in upcoming videos you will have a question every last part of the video like now, and the one who answers almost every questions rightly will have a surprise, and not soon, like days after. So today's question is, okay, let's go to Japan. Leave that dragon man out there. Let's go to Japan. A ship is leaving. Okay. Japan ship is leaving the port and going to the sea. There are only four members inside. One is the captain of the ship, the cook of the ship, the engineer of the ship, and the seaman of the ship. So after some time, the captain wanted to oil the part of engines in the ship. So he takes the greasy oil in his hand, but removes his golden ring and keeps it in the table, and go oils all the part of the ship. Okay. So when he returns back, he sees there is nothing on the table. The ring is missing and everything missing. So other three members are called out, and he asks, "What were you doing that time when I went to oil the ships?" So the cook says, "I was preparing dinner." Okay. The seaman says, "I was turning the national flag of Japan because it was flung upside down, because it is his responsibility to have the national, I mean, like country flag in the proper way. So he was turning because it was flung upside down. He flung it correctly." And the engineer said, "I was in the engine room making sure everything is perfect." Thinking for a couple of minutes, he caught hold of a person. Suddenly, the captain caught hold of the culprit soon. Go comment below who's the culprit, and let me see you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned to Emoji 5, and this is Vinodha signing off. Bye.